Forge Gang! Let's go! Forge Gang! Forge Gang! Forge Gang! This is your host with the most, Warhammer from the Forge! Little Shimmy be stylin', always be on the rollin'. We just be giving, no singing all the way. Alright, so I am closing out the Cell arc with every death of Cell. Hey, what's up, Ghost of Niccolo? Forge Gang, let's go! What's up, Ghost of Niccolo? Have you been watching all of my, stuff about the death of all the androids, haven't you? And the minor characters. I finally got to Cell. Cell is a bio-android that was created from the cells of Goku, Gohan, Tenshinhan, Yamcha, Chaosu, Tsuruyu Sinin, Kami Sin, or the Mutant Roshi, Yajirobe, Demon King Piccolo, Piccolo Jr., Raditz, Nappa, Saibaimon, Prince Vegeta, Frieza, and King Cold, and future Trunks. Cell is basically a menagerie of different types of inherited genes. He was created by the Red Ribbon Army to get revenge on the Z-Fighters. He was created by Dr. Gero. However, the Cell of the present timeline was still in a larval state, or was still in its early prepubescent larvae stage when future Trunks and Kululin dug deep down into the basement of Dr. Gero's lair, and they found the prepubescent larvae stage Cell still feeding and growing inside of its biofluid pod. When they got the documents that they needed to deactivate the androids, number 17 and number 18, they fired key blasts and destroyed the mainframe computer that Dr. Gero had created to sustain Cell, and they destroyed the biofluid tube along with the present era Cell. He was blown to smithereens. That's the first time that Cell dies in the series. But a Cell from an alternate future timeline, when he came of age and went through the various stages of hatching and growing and feeding and evolved into his first form, killed the future Trunks of that timeline and stole the time capsule to go back into the past. However, this Cell had to go through the restages of hatching and growing and molding into his adult form. Once he did that, he killed millions of innocent people in Gingertown, Nicky Town, and so forth by absorbing their biofluid extract. He used that to gain the power he needed to absorb the androids, number 17 and number 18, to reach his perfectly evolved state. Once Cell had fully evolved, he hatched out the Cell games. Eventually, once Gohan became enraged enough to protect his friends and family, and became a Super Saiyan 2, he killed all of the Cell Juniors mercilessly and overpowered Cell. Cell vomited out 18 and tried to self-detonate or blow himself up. Goku teleported him to Kaio's planet where he blew up there instead. But because of the superior genes and perfect genetic modification that Cell had been born with, he literally regenerated from a single cell, and so he actually did not die. He also learned the Yardrat teleportation technique from Goku, returned to Earth, and began a Kamehameha back and forth with Gohan. Once the spirit of Goku, the fighting Super Saiyan spirit of Goku, called into Gohan telepathically, the two combined the force of their power, and they unleashed the father and son Kamehameha wave that overpowered Cell and sent him skyrocketing into outer space. Cell cursed the very life of Gohan and Goku as his wings were chopped up to bits. He was overpowered, and finally Cell was incinerated beyond the point of regeneration. So long has a part of Cell's head remained undamaged, and so long has his base remained undamaged, he could fully regenerate with his Namekian genes back into himself. However, his base and his head were finally destroyed in the father and son Kamehameha, and as a result of that great climactic clash, he died. Cell was killed. In an anime filler episode of the Toyoshi Budokai arc, Yenma Dio is shown casting Cell into hell. However, Cell and other Z fighters escape and begin to wreak havoc in hell, but Goku and Paikuhan successfully put them down and put them back in the ogre prison in hell. In Dragon Ball Z, The Rebirth of Fusion, Goku and Vegeta, the demon god Janemba opens a gateway between hell and the earth, and Cell is able to escape and wreak damage once again on the earth. However, Saiyaman, Gohan, Goten, Videl, or Trunks or Gotenks kills Cell and the other androids, and they return back to hell. When Super Saiyan Gogeta uses the Soul Punisher to destroy Janemba, the gateway is closed. In the Super 17 arc of Dragon Ball GT, Cell, together with Frieza, stay in hell to torment Goku. But Goku, thanks to his various adventures and training, has gotten a lot stronger, and he is far more powerful than Cell or Frieza. Cell tries to absorb Goku, but Goku is too powerful to absorb, even in his base form. So Goku escapes. When Cell tries to fire a Kamehameha at Goku, Goku fires a counter Kamehameha that destroys the upper body of Cell, much like as he does with the instantaneous movement Kamehameha or the Shido Inkin Kamehameha in the Cell games. Cell dies, but because it is the other world, and because Cell is somewhat immortal in this world, he regenerates. Him and Frieza then torture Goku by sending him through various torture devices and then freezing him in a breezer machine. But because Goku is not dead but alive, he cannot actually be frozen. Goku reverses the breezer machine on Frieza and Cell, turning them into icicles. Then Goku throws them on the ground or pushes them accidentally, and Cell and Frieza are both broken into pieces and die. However, later in the same episode, or in the next episode, they are shown brought back to life and put back into the present by the ogres. Now, in Super Dragon Ball Heroes, an evolved, modified, and genetically enhanced version of Cell known as Cell X appears. and causes some havoc and chaos. Also, Cell comes back as a dead person in the life and death arc of Super Dragon Ball Heroes. But he is on the side of the good guys, and he does various stuff. Now, I have no idea what happens to this incarnation of Cell, but he fights with Goku and Prince Vegeta against various stuff in a fake Earth in a dark universe. We don't really know what happens to Cell at this point. Also, in Dragon Ball Super Hero, there is a lot of talk that the Red Ribbon Army have brought Cell back. They have created a new cloned version of Cell, and this new enhanced Cell, or genetically modified Cell, is going to be the main villain of the movie. He absorbs Genma 1 and Gemma 2. Gemma 1 and Gemma 2. But at this point, we have no idea what's actually happening. Apparently, Cell, and there is a new Cell card on this Dragon Ball Z video game, card game that's very popular, and this is supposed to indicate that Cell or Raditz is going to be in Dragon Ball Super Hero. But alas, we have yet to find out. And so, on that note, that is every single death of Cell. Ghost of Niccolo says, Forge gang. What's up, Ghost of Niccolo? Ghost of Niccolo says, let's SSSS go. What's up, Ghost of Niccolo? So, are there any questions or not? If there isn't, I'm going to end it now.